We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Liz 5-3, Liz 5-3. That's it. 81, 81.
Wentz will try again on second down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Great. 81.
On play action, Wentz. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Let's find 2. Let's find 2.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Shorty.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Empty.
Now it's Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shorty.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Sunday.
They run with Ajayi. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield.
Run.
He's going to get it running right. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run for it with Ajayi. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ajayi stopped short on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To throw is Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd down, Prescott. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd and long for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw this time, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gray 15, Gray 15. Black.
On first down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
81. 357.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing, Prescott escaping the pressure right, airing it out for her into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession of the third quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Shorty.
Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sproles, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Sunday.
This is Ajayi. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Fort Tokyo. 81.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Sunday. Here we go. Ready. Run.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift.
Shift.
3 on 3. Motion.
Run. Shift.
Motion.
On On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Great. Hey, stat.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Ram.
Here's Ajayi. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing his Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Black.
On play action, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46, 46.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Sproles. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Gun. Here we go, 46. Here you go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
74.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 62 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott, they'll roll him out right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Prescott now on 2nd down. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
List 5-7. List 5-7. 81. 81.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Prescott to throw this time. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This by 2. Run. 81, 81. Lion. Hey, stat.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Lion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he's going to score. Oh, my goodness, he returns it all the way.
Brought it all the way back.
This game is tied. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Black. There, sit. Go. Gray 15. Gray 15.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Black, come on. Lion. There we go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.